back to the Toppy Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm Connor Williams, and this is the match reaction to the Manchester City Everton game that has just finished at the time of recording. It was 1-1. This is my initial just reaction, thoughts on the game after watching it. Player ratings and stuff will be out at a later date, so I won't go into too much depth about players and players' ratings and stuff like that. I'll just say who I thought played well. Um, First things first, I think result wise, get that out the way straight away. That's a really good result for us. A lot of people thought we were going to get a spanking, myself included. Couple of people were sort of throwing around big numbers like 4-0, 5-0 potentially. And when Haaland got his goal earlier on in the match, I was a little bit worried that that was sort of going to be the almost setting it up for it like that. He's going to have a lot of fun today. 24 minutes in, it was a good goal as well. But then after that, and I think before that, I think you could tell that bar the one goal we did let him get, we did well to keep him under wraps and we frustrated him. And I think that showed later on in the game. So I think we did really well in terms of the fact. I think the best way to sum it up is we didn't create a lot, and that's a big issue that we have, and the club know that. But let's be honest, this is Man City. We were never going to go out and create 10 clear-cut chances, not even three. This was always going to be a tough game. This isn't the game you should be judging our creativity on. It is a good game to judge our defensive stability on. And defensively, we look good. We went to a 5-back. I don't think it works at Everton to be honest, I don't think we create enough. But for games like this, where let's just, stop them from scoring, it works brilliantly. Our goal came through a fantastic goal through Damari Gray, individual brilliance. And then again, we just really shut up shop well. I think that's the best way to describe it. Creatively, we weren't at the races. Defensively, we were good. And individual brilliance saved us there a little bit. And you know what? If this was against the Bournemouth or teams around us, I'd be a little bit irked because it's not a great showing against clubs like that. But this is Man City, the Premier League champions. I think this is a great result for us. And I think one of the biggest things that shows the depth in the teams was the subs. We'd already made all our subs in the 70th and 78th minute. Neil Moipai for Calvert-Lewin, Seamus Coleman for Patterson, and Tom Davis for Idrissa Gueye. Then, I don't know why they decided to do it 3 minutes before the whistle when Pep said they can't afford to drop any points. I'd be quite irked if I was a City fan. But then he brings on Gundogan for Rico Lewis. He brings on Foden for Grealish, Alvarez for Bernardo Silva. Look at those three subs compared to ours. We brought on a right back that's probably way past being at the club. We brought on a striker who can only get 10 goals a season. And we bring on Tom Davis, who's been at the club, again, far too long and hasn't kicked on. No judgment on them. I think when they came on, they did well. But just saying it highlights that we brought that on. They brought Gundogan, Premier League winner, fantastic player. Phil Foden, Premier League winner, fantastic young player. And Julian Alvarez, World Cup winner. It shows the depth and the fact that we were able to get a draw out of this is a fantastic result. It really is. And we played well at the defensive game. I think we frustrated Haaland really well. I think he lost his head at one bit. That foul on was it Mikalenko? Godfrey had just rattled him early on. It was good to see Ben Godfrey back as well. We saw Godfrey back today. We saw Dominic Calvert-Lewin back. Calvert-Lewin struggled a little bit more than Godfrey, but I thought Godfrey did really well up until him going off. Did look like potentially an injury, hopefully not a bad one. We don't need him to have sort of the Yerry Mina effect of one good game and they're out. Or the Calvert-Lewin, unfortunately, effect. If he can stay fit after that, then that's brilliant. But we really did. We just frustrated Haaland. He snapped a little bit. There was elbows as well that I was watching. I think Leon Osman was the commentator for me, and he was saying a real-time referee might have been tempted to whip out a second yellow there. VAR aren't going to see it that way. So yeah, like I said though, we only had two shots. One of them was on target. City had 16 and 3. Um, shots off I won't do shots off target. XG 0.9 to 0.09 to City 2.04. Um, didn't create many big chances. Didn't hit the woodwork. City hit the woodwork. They created four big chances. City just absolutely battered us. They really did. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, but sometimes football doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to be free open play. Sometimes you just got to, dig your heels in, grind out results, and that's what we did. And like I said, individual brilliance saved us from it being a loss. But even if we'd lost it 1-0, I don't think I'd have come on here complaining that much because 1-0 to Man City when everybody thought we were going to get absolutely battered is no mean feat at all. So yeah, guys, really good game. Really well worked by us. The formation, I think, was the right one. Like I said, I don't normally like a five back, but against the league leaders, I don't think it's the silliest thing that Frank Lampard's done. His substitutions, there were sort of ums and ahs about Idrissa Gueye going off. It didn't backfire, so I'm not going to be bogged down on that one. It didn't backfire, so it's not that big of an issue. I thought Idrissa Gueye did play well, though, and probably didn't deserve to go off there. Onana probably deserved to. But like I said, it didn't backfire, so it's fine. It just needs to be a bit careful. Some of his subs are a bit dubious. But yeah, that'd just be complaining for the sake of it, and I'm not really down to do that. But that's all my reaction. Like I said, we've got the player ratings, which will go into it a bit more detailed. But overall, good hard worked points. All the points matter in a relegation battle, which the manager said last week we are now in. So all points matter, and if you can take points off the likes of Man City, it'll be big confidence for us moving forward. We've got Brighton next. They're not an easy team. We're gonna have to be at our best to beat Brighton. But if we can hold City to a draw, we might be able to snatch something there. Hopefully, Calvert-Lewin's fit as well, and back up to match speed. But I'll see you guys very, very soon, and take care.